Okay, we're starting. Let me make sure that this is off here. That's on here. And let's get going.
Shout out Bruce Gas, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track for my boy.
Hey, where you at?
Yeah, Kevin and harassing boys out here telling favors. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gas putting them fights on the table. Calling that Boston since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. I'm the people's champion like Muhammad Ali. Shout out Bruce Gas, one day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, we gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, take a hit out the Toka 2. Slipping hella shots, feel like Tyson with the peak. Little Glock on my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shout out Mad Chad, real shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the panel. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sandals. Bruce passed me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like Bruce Gas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you can never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this the fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.
I don't expect many people to be here for this. This is jazz. But after all, this is my station. Boxing, jazz, and more. And put a little jazz going on there. And we'll see if anybody comes in. We'll play a little jazz trivia. I've been listening to jazz for the last couple of 24 hours, and last couple of days I've been bopping to it. It's freezing out there right now, man. I think it's 28 degrees with a real feel of 3 degrees. I don't have any fire. I don't have my fire going, but I got that burner going, and just got a couple extra layers on here, keeping it warm. And what I will do is a few dabs maybe to get ready for this. Maybe one or two jazz aficionados will come in. I don't know. Turn that. There we go. Turn that to a presentable level. And if this, I may lose my transmission today. Something about my computer. My computer guys are coming down tomorrow. They said it's like RAM. What did they say it was? I think they said RAM has got to be adjusted or some bullshit in there. So if we lose the show halfway through it, please bear with me. I'll try to come back on. But we'll see if you cats know anything about jazz here. Let me do a couple of dabs to get the old head in the right frame of mind. Wait for one or two stragglers to come in here and see if they know anything about jazz, electric jazz. We're doing the fusion. Some call it fusion. There's my boy Christopher. Salute, man. I know. But I have to do it, man. I have to do some jazz. And I figure I'll enhance people coming in here with a little bit of a payoff, a $25 payoff, and hey, Christopher, if you're the only one in here, you'll win it, man. But then again, I appreciate people coming in and out, and like I said, if you're the only one here, how can you lose? Right now, I'm putting a little bit of sugar on my. I put a little sugar in my tank. No, I put a little sugar on my dab tray here. I'll do a few jabs to get the head in the right frame of mind for this long and excruciating game that I'll be playing here. I've got dig this thing here, this torch I picked up. We got the dab tool, we got the stuff right here waiting to be consumed. All right? Waiting for the fire to consume it. Look at this bad boy light. Can you see this? There it is. Now you can't. I gotta. Well, anyway, I'll show it on my next burn. Boxing and jazz go hand in hand. Miles hung with the boxers. Sonny Liston used to hit that speed bag to John Coltrane's Night Train. Watch this. Let's see if I can get this so you can see it when I light it up. This is a torch that I've been using. How can I do this here? I'm good, man. Look at those crazy colors. Excuse me. That was a good one. I gotta love my wife. She's always trying to add a little spice to our diets. And what she did, man, she went to the pantry at the end of the month. You know, we run short. So anyway, she goes down there. She gets a bunch of food. They really take care of us towards the end of the month. And she comes back with this vanilla pudding. It looks kind of harmless, right? Instant vanilla pudding, a little bit for dessert. Look at the calories on it. Hey, you look at it and you say, 90 calories. I didn't even look at the one on the other side, the one that says 150. But it's like 90 calories. So she kind of looks at it as something kind of healthy. Well, it says 150 if it's prepared with a cup of whole milk. But anyway, you know, I knew when I don't eat things like this. They taste good and everything, but they're definitely not conducive to a healthy lifestyle. And right away I grabbed it and I said, let me just see what's in here. I knew right away the ingredients. The first ingredient is sugar. The second ingredient is modified cornstarch. Then it says contains 2% or less of disodium phosphate, tetrasodium proposulfate, salt, mono and diglycerides, contains propylgylate and citric acid and as antioxidants. Yeah, good antioxidants, huh? Hey, Carlos, what's up, my brother? Also contains maltodextrin, which is a corn. It's a carbohydrate which is made from corn. It's used to thicken, used to extend things. Yellow number 5. That's a coloring. Artificial flavoring. Silicone dioxide, yellow number 6. Can you imagine the fucking disaster? There's 2 bowls of this in my refrigerator. Well, 1 bowl. I think my wife ate one. She's a little bit more liberal on what she puts in her body. She puts me in her body, so what the fuck? But anyway, this is nothing but a poison, exactly. Chemicals. Justin James, my brother. Salute, man. Salute. This is trash, man. You might as well take a freaking spoonful of the nastiest chemicals you can find. I mean, dude, why do they put disodium phosphate, tetrasodium phosphate, mono and diglycerides, propylgylate, silicone dioxide? Come on, yellow number 5 and number 6. Damn, baby. And she sliced banana. I just ate a banana. She did put bananas in it, but see, these are the little things that can really sabotage your nutritional program. It looks harmless enough, man, but there's just those chemicals. Oh, Tim would shoot me if I ever served that at his house, man. But that's one of these See, it's not just the calories you put in your body, it's the quality of those calories. And that would have tasted good. I stick with you know, Carlos, I stick with that Toka 2, but right now I'm kind of laying off the Toka 2 because it's giving me a little heartburn. When I smoke joints or dabs, I don't get the heartburn. When I smoke the Toka during the day, I do. So I'm kind of like laying off of it for a couple of days to see if it's just temporary. But I have, like I said, man, this dabbing is mind blowing. And I'm gonna play a little bit of electric jazz tribute. They call it electric jazz. They call it fusion. They call it jazz rock fusion. They call it jazz funk. So many different names, but it's all an offshoot of jazz. No, it's not. Antacids don't work, Chris. I got some good ones. I got the Pepto-Bismol antacids, but it's like I said earlier. If I don't bong, I don't get the heartburn. So I smoke the joints and I'll do the dabs, edibles. I got plenty of edibles too, so it really ain't no big deal. I absolutely will have it checked out when I go see I'll see my gastroenterologist. He'll look down my throat and then maybe send me to a phlebotomist, pulmonary doctor. What do they call those? Mosaic, salute my brother. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by, man. The Bud Files always showing support. Appreciate it. Appreciate that, man. I'm listening to some jazz. See, today when I went for my walk today, it was freezing this morning, but me and the dog, we go twice a day, bang a couple of miles out each time. And I put the buds on today. I put different variations of music on. But the last couple of 24s, I've been digging on some jazz and some electric jazz, the stuff I fell in love with. So I says, man, Sunday night, there's no boxing on this week, man. No, the next fights I see, there's a J.O. Patia, and it's like at 3 o'clock in the morning. They're kind of draining us out until we got the huge card on February 22nd. But I'm looking really forward to it. Believe it or not, and as weird as I am, I'm looking forward to Derek Chisora and Otto Wallin. They're gonna fight. It's one of these crazy European cards that they put together. Most of our American casuals wouldn't know who was on the card, but these are two class heavyweights. The results of the fight mean nothing, but it should be a good old slobber knocker. See, Don King used to put these fights back on in the 80s. He'd have the heavyweights just fight each other. You'd see Trevor Berbick and Harry Coetzee get together. Neither one of them had a belt at the time, but they put on a good contest, quality fighters, and hey man, I'm looking forward to that. Nothing like the amazing card coming up on the 22nd. Let me look at this trivia too. We'll play a few rounds of it too, man. And like I said earlier, I don't think a lot of people are going to want to play jazz trivia because a lot of people don't really understand jazz. But we'll count it down and we'll get it going. We'll see if a few of you cats. It's not that difficult if you know a little bit about jazz. And it's fun. It's fun. It's $25. Whoever gets the most right answers at the end, you're going to stick around for the final 50th question. I'll cash app you at 25 on the spot. Over in Europe, I'll send it PayPal. I know you don't have Cash App over there, but hey, it's exciting. It's fun. It's early in the month. I got 25 to spare. Let's see what you got, man. Let's see what you got in the jazz, electric jazz funk. This is the stuff I fell in love with, man. 1976, the spring of '76. I was digging on mostly the rock scene. I was listening to a lot of Grateful Dead. I was listening to, the Stones, Led Zeppelin, all that shit. And then these cats who lived on my floor were playing jazz, and they were like jazz connoisseurs, jazz snob. And I'm listening to the music. I'm being a musician. I'm just amazed at the speed, the dexterity, the complexity, everything about it. I'm living in Boston, so of course there's jazz at every night of the week. Decent jazz. Berkeley playing in clubs. The first concert I saw was Return to Forever at the Orpheum Theater, and it blew my mind. Chick Corea, Stanley Clarke, Lenny White, and Al Di Meola. Talk about fucking totally getting a new convert on board. But I was a jazz man. I'm a jazz man now, so I'm gonna do a little jazz trivia. And please, man, become educated, become bored, whatever, but play it, man. Trivia, 4 questions, man. Who's considered the pioneer of electric jazz with his album Bitches Brew? 1, is it Miles Davis? 2, is it John Coltrane? 3, is it Herbie Hancock? Or 4, is it Chick Corea? Who's known as the godfather of the pioneer of electric jazz with his album Bitches Brew? And see, I got all these albums too, man. I could dig every one of these out as we're speaking. If my wife's already passed out. If she's sleeping, doesn't pass out. If she wasn't sleeping, but this is probably the easiest one on here, guys. The album Bitches Brew, man. This album was a classic. Came out, I think, in 1970. It was Miles Davis, John Coltrane, fantastic artist. Herbie Hancock, another pioneer, but Miles Davis, the pioneer, man. Miles Davis blew it apart at the Newport Jazz Festival in 1969. Which instrument did Weather Report co-founder Joe Zawinul primarily play? Joe Zawinul, man. I've seen him. I saw him once and only once, but what an artist, man. But what instrument did this cat play? The keyboardist and co-founder of Weather Report, formerly with Miles Davis. Man, I know I'm up here preaching to the choir, but this is jazz. The legendary Joe Zawinul, one of the greatest, man, one of the greatest. Yeah, you can cheat if you want to. I think you're gonna have to get these right. But Joe Zawinul, Mosaic, good for you, brother. Keyboardist on the album Bitches Brew. It was Joe Zawinul. It was Chick. It was What year was the groundbreaking Bitches Brew album? What year did it come out? 1, was it 1975? 2, was it 1972? 3, was it 1970? Or 4, was it 1969? And I think I even said it earlier in the show here, man. I think I even said earlier in my little jazz rap that I'm giving over here. But this album came out, and I could pull this album out and show it to you in a second. If I wasn't as kicked back right now, I probably would. Like I said, if the old lady was awake, I'd have her pulling albums out as fast as they came up here, because she likes doing that. But what was the groundbreaking Bitches Brew? What year? It's either 69 or 70. 1970. I think I said that earlier too. 1970, the legendary Bitches Brew. 100% said 1969. Pull this up again so we can. Which bassist is famous for his work with Weather Report and a solo career in electric jazz? 1, is it Victor Wooten? 2, Stanley Clarke? 3, Marcus Miller? Or 4, Jaco Pastorius? This cat, man, I've seen this cat play 1, 2, 3 or 4 times. Different bands each time. He played with Joni Mitchell. He played with Weather Report. I saw him doing solo act. He's dead now, but that's all right, man. It was Jaco Pastorius. Christopher, did you guess on that one, or did you get that one right, brother? But I saw this dude at a bar, man. It was his birthday. He said it was his birthday. I don't think it really was. And he was all fucked up. He was playing pool. And he bumped into me as he was going to the stage. He was like stunk. I could smell his bad breath. He had and he kind of like wanted to fight with me for a second, but then he just kind of went back on the stage. But I mean, this was a great. He got beat up and killed in a bar for being a drunk, but he was a fantastic musician. one of the greatest bass players of all time. He'll probably be included on this quiz a little more. What genre blends jazz improvisation with rock and funk elements? 1, is it swing? 2, is it hard bop? 3, is it fusion? Or 4, cool jazz? Hint, hint, it's what this quiz is all about. Let me blast another hit on this. Get another a dab in here. That's it. Polls are closed. Answers are being computed. The correct answer, number 3. All right, 100%. I love it. I love it. Even though there's only 2 of you playing. 2 or whatever. But I'm loving it, man. 100% got this one right. Which Herbie Hancock featured the hit track Chameleon? Legendary's tune. 1, was it Thrust? 2, was it Maiden Voyage? 3, was it Headhunters? Or 4, was it Ephraim Isles? Herbie Hancock, a fantastic keyboard player, man. I never saw Herbie. Oh, yes, I did. I saw him at Newport Jazz Festival. But I sat so far back I couldn't really see him. But one of the greatest, man, Herbie Hancock. And Chameleon. Bum, 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 bum. Unbelievable tune. They were playing it in the discos. They were playing it in the jazz clubs. Something very special. Headhunters. 0% of you got that one right. What are we on? Question. Oh man, I got a feeling it's gonna be a long one. I hope people come and go in here because I'm gonna be here for at least an hour. Who played guitar on Miles Davis in a Silent Way? This is one of the first Miles Davis albums that I bought too. I remember buying it. It was just so I couldn't believe how good it was. I wore it out. I got my second copy here. 1, was it Wes Montgomery? 2, was it Pat Metheny? 3, was it John McLaughlin? Or 4, was it George Benson? See, what I should have done is just had the albums here and I could have just read the right answer right off the back of the album. But I mean, this is one of your true pioneer jazz albums. I would recommend this one to anybody, man. Miles Davis, In a Silent Way, Mahavishnu, John McLaughlin playing some unbelievable guitar on that. 67% got this one right. Christopher, you may win your first contest here today, brother. George Benson, great album. I bought that in 1970. I didn't buy it. I worked at a radio station and they let me have it. It was breezing. What a cool album. The Mahavishnu Orchestra was founded by which guitarist? 1, was it Larry Coryell? 2, John McLaughlin? 3, Alan Holdsworth? Or 4, Al Di Meola? I've seen 3 of the 4 on here. And the number 3, man, Alan Holdsworth. What a killer he is, too. Oh, these guys are the best musicians, man. But which guitarist founded the Mahavishnu Orchestra? I saw them one night. See, I wore glasses back then, and I forgot my glasses, and I was so bummed out. All I could see were like blurs on stage. It was the Jeff Beck group opened, and John McLaughlin was the main act. But it was John McLaughlin. 50% got that one. Justin, good shot, brother. Question number 9. Which electric jazz band released the album Heavy Weather? 1, was it Weather Report? 2, Spyro Gyra? 3, Return to Forever? Or 4, that effervescent Mahavishnu Orchestra? Which electric jazz band released Heavy Weather? That's in my collection too. I could pull that one out in a second. Unbelievable how all these albums, like I have them all. And I probably have something by everybody on all four of the cats I have. I have vinyl by these cats. See, back in my days of doing heavy drugs, I would just listen to music like this all the time. Go to clubs at night and hustle and do my thing. But I mean, this was the backdrop of my life, this music. The correct answer, number 1, Weather Report. Chris, another one on there. We'll move to number 10 and we'll look at the leaderboard after we go to the 10th question, which is coming right up. What is the title of Chick Corea's most famous fusion band? And like I said earlier, this is the first concert I went to, jazz concert, and I was like hooked. One, was it Weather Report? Two, the Headhunters. Three, the Crusaders. Or four, Return to Forever. Get your answers in. The famous fusion band, and like I said, I saw this and it just blew my mind. These musicians, all four of them, they were just amazing. I was I played a guitar at the time. I was doing a bar thing, and but I said no, I've got to study and learn to be as good as these guys, which I never did. But Return to Forever, Christopher got that one right. Let's display the leaderboard. First place, Christopher. 5 out of 10. Good shot, man. Justin James with 3. Mosaic with 2. We got 3. This is a 3-horse race over here right now. Let's resume it. Get to question 11. Which drummer was known for his work with the Mahavishnu Orchestra? 1, was it Tony Williams? 2, Jack DeJohnette. 3, Elvin Jones. 4, Billy Cobham. I was a drummer too, man. I switched to drums in my, I always played drums, but I got real with them in my late 20s. But other things came and took over. But who was the original drummer for the Mahavishnu Orchestra? And this cat, unbelievable. I've seen him several times. He's got arms on him the size of watermelons. And he just plays. He was formerly in a marching band. That's how he got that. But anyway, Billy Cobham. Chris got that one. 100% got this one right. What instrument is Wayne Shorter best known for playing? Wayne Shorter, another Miles Davis alumni, played with founded Weather Report, played with Art Blakey. 1, was he a trumpet player? 2, a saxophone player? 3, a pianist? Or 4, a bass player? Wayne Shorter just passed away last year, I believe. And man, was he a master. Saw him a few times also, man. A little wah-wah over here. That's good. Nobody got this one right. 100% said the bass. Wayne Shorter was a saxophonist. What iconic jazz musician collaborated with Joni Mitchell on her album with his name as the title? 1, was it Wayne Shorter? 2, Miles Davis. 3, Herbie Hancock. Or 4, Charles Mingus? I know. I told you a lot of people wouldn't want to play this because it's, if you don't know your jazz, then you're playing on the wrong ball card over here. But I figure it's fun. It's my thing. I got nothing better to do on a Sunday night. Ain't no boxing going on. The old timers shows was postponed, so it's jazz trivia over here. Wayne Shorter, 100% got that one right. Attaboy, Chris, you're a dog, my man. You're going to get your first title over here, it looks like. Charles Mingus, the correct answer. And that was the name of the album. What was the name of Pat Metheny's longtime collaborator and keyboardist? I saw this guy several times too. 1, was it Lyle Mays? 2, was it Keith Jarrett? 3, Joe Zawinul. Or 4, Chick Corea? Pat Metheny's longtime collaborator and keyboardist. He was on the Joni Mitchell tour. When Pat toured with Joni Mitchell, he's just, I saw him at a club called Salt in Newport. I was smoking the gold. He almost took a puff, but he just couldn't do it. He was too busy. He didn't want to do it. I think his bass player, Mark Egan, might have. But nobody got this one, Lyle Mays. It was a tough one. Question number 15. Which electric jazz artist composed the classic piece Birdland? One was it Wayne Shorter, two Joe Zawinul, three Herbie Hancock, or four Chick Corea. The Birdland from the album. I can't even think of the album it was on. I know it was on the live album, but I think it comes on the quiz a little bit. I'll think of it as we go on. But you know me and the memory, man. We're shot. We are shot, and I got a nice big fat joint to light up too. This is infused with crumble. I'd say about a gram and a half of weed in there. Joe Zawinul, nobody got this one once again. Question number 16 for all you jazz aficionados. Which album by John McLaughlin features Indian classical influences? 1. Visions of the Emerald Beyond. 2. Shakti. 3. Inner Mounting Flame. Or 4. Birds of Fire. I've got, I think I have all 4 of these albums. Weird, man. I'm thinking about my jazz collection. I got so many jazz albums. Anybody want them? Come down and get them, man. It costs too much to ship them to you. But the album with McLaughlin had sitar players, Shakti, tambali players, real heavy influence. Bum, 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 bum. Heavy funky music. You'd like it. Great for doing some. I can't say that on YouTube. What instrument is Stanley Clarke best known for playing? This is the master right here, Stanley Clarke. 1, is it keyboards? 2, is it the guitar? 3, is he a drummer? Or 4, is he a bass player? I saw this cat. In fact, he's in Return to Forever, the first jazz band I ever saw, and he blew my mind. I didn't think an instrument that he played could be played this fast. It was mind-boggling. He plays with a lot of other people too, but I mean, this was the window's closed. The correct answer is number 4, bass. Just when you have a second after this quiz is over, just go Google Stanley Clarke on bass. Listen to a little solo. It'll totally blow your mind. He plays bass. It sounds like an Uzi. You know, a bass. Boom, boom, boom. He makes it go boom, 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 boom. Nobody does it like Stanley Clarke. Which Miles Davis album marked his transition into electric jazz? 1, was it Sketches of Spain? 2, was it Milestones? 3, was it Kind of Blue? Or 4, was it In a Silent Way? And I think I mentioned this earlier too, so if you've been listening to my jibber jabber over here, you would have picked this one up. Remember I said this was one of the first Miles albums that I bought, and because it was it had all the musicians on there. It had Chick Corea, and it had Joe Zawinul, and it had John McLaughlin, and it had all these cats, and it was called In a Silent Way. Tony Williams, the drummer. 100% said Milestones. It was no In a Silent Way. Damn it. I wish I should have pulled these albums out for this to have some a little bit of show and tell, a little bit of graphics to go with it. Who was the founder of the band The Headhunters? 1, Wayne Shorter. 2, Joe Zawinul. 3, Herbie Hancock. Or 4, Chick Corea. One thing about AI, they generate these questions, man. They use the same fucking answers, the same guys in it almost all the time, huh? Oh. This crumble is such a tasty treat. I don't know if you cats ever had crumble before, but you can get it at a place called Bulk Weed. Herbie Hancock and the Headhunters, man. That's the correct answer. I'm glad I'm not the boxing librarian. I'd go on a fucking tantrum. I look at this as I guess my knowledge for jazz is like so fucking crazy, so bizarre, so weird. What electric jazz fusion group had Al Di Meola as guitarist? 1. Weather Report. 2. Spyro Gyra. 3. Return to Forever. Or 4. The Mahavishnu Orchestra. Which one? What one of these bands did Al Di Meola playing as a guitarist? Look at the size of this fucker. That's a blunt, man. That's a cigar. I'll be lighting that thing up several times before the night's over. Return to Forever, the first band I saw. This guy just blew my mind. The guitar sounded like... Which bassist is known for popularizing the slap bass technique in electric jazz? 1. Stanley Clarke. 2. Marcus Miller. 3. Larry Graham. Or 4. Jaco Pastorius. I know, Justin. I appreciate you in here, brother. And I know it's probably boring, but this is what I dig, man. I dig jazz, and I dig electric jazz and funk, and I says, what the fuck, man? Might as well do it. It kind of keeps my mind a little more exercised too. Plus, I remember these fucking concerts too, man. They were such great jazz shows. Larry Graham. Larry hit that slap bass, almost like the Stray Cats kind of a thing, but he did it jazzy style. What's the title of Miles Davis's live album recorded at the Fillmore East in 1971? 1. Is it called Pangea? 2. Live Evil. 3. Dr. Mangus. Or 4. Agatha. This is a live album, Miles Davis album. I got it in there. I bought this one. I think I bought it in like 74. People thought I was nuts. I dug it. I still do. One word spelled frontwards and backwards. A little hint. Live Evil. What question was that? Oh, that's 22? Oh, shit, man. We didn't look at the display board. We'll look at it in a sec. Which electric jazz jazz band included the percussionist Ayato Morier? From Brazil. He was an amazing... This guy had a table in front of him. He'd have shells, bells, all kind of jingle shit. He'd have wood blocks. He'd have triangles. He was a true percussionist. Bongos and drum. He'd have all his drum kit and everything. Married to Flora Parim. They got busted for coke back in the early 70s. Had to do time in a Brazilian prison. An amazing band, man. An amazing percussionist. But who did he play with? Return to Forever, the early Return to Forever. I think he co-wrote the song Spain. Hey, Technique, man. No clue. That's all right, brother. Not many people do. You know, that's why I'm a rare bird around here. Which drummer led Lifetime, an early electric jazz group? Lifetime. I probably got 4 albums by Lifetime. I can't say his name right now, but is it Tony Williams? 2, is it Jack DeJohnette? 3, Billy Cobham? Or 4, Art Blakey? I got this weird obsession with jazz. Boxing's included in it. Health and nutrition, like I showed you, man. Fuck pudding. Stay away from instant pudding. Fine weed, as we know. And pro wrestling, which I occasionally watch now, not too often, but it's still a lot of fun, though. But which drummer led Lifetime? Nobody got this one? The name of the band was Tony Williams' Lifetime. Jack Bruce played on. Jack Bruce played bass for him. It was an amazing band, man. I think he even had Alan Holdsworth playing guitar. But Tony Williams. Which electric jazz bassist wrote the composition Continuum? 1, was it Stanley Clarke? 2, Marcus Miller. 3, Jaco. Or 4, Charlie Hayden. Hey, Charlie Hayden from I think he's an American, but he plays in European. He plays in the Oslo, the Oslo region, the North Atlantic jazz. But anyway, who was it? Who wrote the composition Continuum? Real funky tune, a lot of bass. Once again, Jocko. The computer's winning on this one. We'll take a quick look at the leaderboard. Christopher in first place. Justin James in second. Mosaic in third. Nice. What's the name of the album where Miles first used electric instruments? Mostly electric piano, the Fender Rhodes. Was it Someday My Prince Will Come? 2, was it Sketches of Spain? 3, Kinda Blue? Or 4, Flies the Kilimanjaro? Which Miles Davis album did he first use electric instruments? Before that, all acoustic instruments, piano, bass, trumpet, saxophone, and drums. Then somebody plugged in the piano on this album. Which album was it? And I can pull it out too. Another one of these shows you how sick I am as far as I used to be. Not anymore. I haven't bought any kind of recorded music in probably 15 years. Flies the Kilimanjaro. Sounds a lot like what we're listening to in the background now. Which jazz fusion guitarist worked extensively with Paco de Lucia? And man, I saw this show too. 1, was it Pat Metheny? 2, Larry Coryell? 3, Joe Pass? Or 4, Al Di Meola? This was amazing. 3 acoustic guitars on stage. Paco de Lucia, John McLaughlin, and this other cat. 1, Coryell, Metheny, Pass, or Di Meola. And what a 3 acoustic guitars going crazy. Sounded like a gunfight. A machine gun fight that was so fast and just so accurate and so beautiful, man. What a show. 50% got this one right. Man, this is it's just an amazing. Nothing out there like it either. I can't even remember the name of the album, but anyway. What's the name of Weather Report's debut album? 1, was it just Weather Report? 2, Mysterious Traveler? 3, Heavy Weather? Or 4, Black Market? There we go. There we go. Get that congestion out of you. What was Weather Report's debut album? And I could pull that one out too. 100% got this one right. That's what I like to see. Applause out there. Question number 29 in the jazz quiz. Which jazz fusion band released the album Romantic Warrior? Man, these are so easy. 1, was it Weather Report? 2, was it the Headhunters? 3, is it Return to Forever? Or 4, the Mahavishnu Orchestra? Are you guys getting any snow where you're at, man? I'm understanding below me, around New Jersey, Michigan, Baltimore, Washington, it's getting blizzard, getting jammed up there. Return to Forever. I think I even mentioned this before. Romantic Warrior, that was the release. When I saw the show, that was the album they were releasing. And the computer wins another one. Moving on. I think we're into question number 31 right now. What instrument does Marcus Miller primarily play? 1, is he a saxophonist? 2, is he a keyboardist? 3, does he play drums? Or 4, does he play bass? And I even think this guy tours with the Rolling Stones. So you can see how versatile these jazz cats are. No, I'm sorry. It's a different Jones who tours with the Stones, I think. But anyway, I saw this cat with George Duke. Once again, he blew my mind. These guys are just on a whole different level. It's like what? It's like boxing. These guys are the A level. This is the Buds, the Canelos, the Usyks, the Inuis. That's what Marcus Miller is on the bass. Justin, good showing, brother. Good showing, man. Next question. What electric jazz pianist is known for his albums like Crossings and Sextent? 1, is it Keith Jarrett? 2, is it Joe Zawinul? 3, is it Herbie Hancock? Or 4, is it Chick Corea? At least you cats will know a lot about jazz keyboardists and bass players and other stuff if you remember them. And that and $5 will get you a Nick sack. What electric jazz pianist is known for his albums like Crossings and Sextent? The correct answer, Herbie Hancock. Nobody got it right. Question number 32. Coming up as well. This game's gone quicker than I thought it would. Which electric jazz album by Miles Davis has a cover painted by Matty Clarine? 1, is it On the Corner? 2, is it In a Silent Way? 3, Bitches Brew? Or 4, A Tribute to Jack Johnson? The correct answer. I'm looking over on Facebook, man. My ex-wife is posting it. It's all fake shit. She must be talking about the pudding. And my brother Romeo Lombardi out there, man. When the Jazz Festival was good. Salute to you, bro. Bitches Brew was the correct answer. Nobody got that one right, man. Go look at that cover too. It'll kind of blow your mind. It'll freak you right out. What's the title of Jaco Pastorius' self-titled debut album? 1, Word of Mouth. 2, Jaco Pastorius. 3, Heavy Weather. Or 4, Bright Size Life. This is like I told you about Jaco, the bass player. I saw him several times. He ended up getting killed in a barroom fight in Florida. Using, alcohol, drugs. They fucked him up. Very, very tragic, man. One of the greatest electric bass players of all time. And taken from us way too soon. The correct answer on this one is self-titled, Jaco Pastorius. Sam and Dave play on it. A lot of the heavy-duty jazz people. I bought this album in 1977. Which Weather Report album features the track "A Remark You Made"? This is one of the most beautiful jazz tunes, also, man. "A Remark You Made." Go listen to that, and it'll give you tingles. 1, was it Night Passage? 2, Mysterious Traveler. 3, Heavy Weather. Or 4, Black Market. A killer tune. I saw Weather Report play this live at Veterans Memorial Auditorium in 1981, I think it was. Just classic stuff. But what album was it on? I'm going to say number 3, Heavy Weather. Number 3, Heavy Weather. 100% got this one right too, man. Good for you, cats. Nobody's playing it over on Facebook. Just us over here on YouTube. Which electric jazz band leader composed the suite Tales from the topographic ocean? 1, none, it's yes. 2, was it John McLaughlin? 3, was it Joe Zawinul? Or 4, was it Chick Corea? Tales from a Topographic Oceans. I had this album too, man. This was old, like 1970s stuff. This was in the what do they call it? The Foot Locker full of albums. I think I left them in I left them on the east side of Providence with a friend of mine. I didn't want them anymore. I said, I can't be moving around with all these suckers, man. You have them. It was yes. I've seen all good people find their heads each day. I'm on my way. The correct answer, 1. Which electric jazz artist frequently used the Oberheim synthesizer? I think they call it the Poly Oberheim synthesizer. 1, Lyle Mays. 2, Joe Zawinul. 3, Herbie Hancock. Or 4, Chick Corea. Come on, all you jazz aficionados. Let me light this Corona back up. I told you I'd be lighting this sucker half a dozen times before the show was over. The correct answer on this one. Joe Zawinul. Once again, the computer wins. Romeo, if you're still there, that's like one of your cigars, baby. What electric jazz album by Miles Davis explored African-inspired rhythms? 1, was it On the Corner? 2, In a Silent Way? 3, Bitches Brew? Or 4, Agatha? And this is another one I have, man. You listen to this album, and man, the black in you is going to come out no matter how little it is. This was a real soulful album, and also it's got some funky jazz in it. But what was the name of it? Was it On the Corner, In a Silent Way, Bitches Brew, or Agatha? I'll tell you, vaping better than smoking. On the Corner. Great album. Real funky. I mean, the artwork on this album is mind-blowing. Who replaced Miroslav Vitos as the bassist for Weather Report? This is a tricky question, too. I don't know if I should have put tricky ones in there like this. 1, was it Victor Bailey? 2, Marcus Miller. 3, Jaco Pastorius. Or 4, Alphonso Johnson? Who replaced Miroslav Vitos, the Czechoslovakian bass player? Windows closed. This should be a pretty easy one, but it's tricky because Alphonso Johnson, the correct answer. Christopher got that one. Jaco would be, see, most people would say Jaco, but before Jaco, Alphonso Johnson got in there, and he was the bassist. Which Return to Forever album includes the track Spain? 1, Romantic Warrior. 2, No Mystery. 3, Light as a Feather. Or 4, Hymn of the Seventh Galaxy. I have all 4 of those fucking albums too. Am I warped or what? These were my coke days when I was listening to this stuff, man. The 78, the blizzard of 78 and beyond. But what album was it? And the song Spain. I just heard I was listening to a band earlier today, a site called Dee's Lounge. It's in Nashville. They play a lot of country down there. But the band is playing right now, anyways, Light as a Feather. But the band is playing right now, they're called Catfish in the Sky, and they're Berkeley students. So they said, we got to play some jazz, and they played Spain, and it was just funky, just showing you how all encompassing jazz is. You know, doing doing a thing at D's Lounge. Go check out that site. There's music there, all live music every night. If I go to Nashville, I'm going to D's Lounge. What Return to Forever album included Spain? We got that one. Next question. Which electric guitarist released the album Bright Size Life? And I saw this cat at a bar in Newport called Salt. I had my feet on the counter. Me and J.R. Chauvin, joints of Primo Gold, that big cigars. So the joints were hidden in the cigars, and drinking. I don't know what hell we were drinking, but it was a great night. But who was it? Pat Metheny? Was it Larry Coryell? Was it John McLaughlin? Or was it Al Di Meola? I think, did the band take a break or what? Oh, yeah, they're on a little break there, man. Get them guys playing again. I know, we better get it. All right. Pat Metheny. This band is taking a break right now. We can't have that. We got to get these guys back up there. There we go. Okay. Which electric jazz band released the album Black Market? Was it Weather Report? Was it the Headhunters? Was it Return to Forever? Or was it the Mahavishnu Orchestra? Black Market. You know it's in my collection too. %. Justin. Weather Report. What's the name of Billy Cobham's debut solo album? 1, is it Total Eclipse? 2, is it Spectrum? 3, is it Inner Mounting Flame? Or 4, is it Crosswinds? All these albums are killer albums. One of them's not a Billy Cobham album. He plays on it. Tone, my brother. Salute, man. Good to see you in here, bro. What was the name of Billy Cobham's solo debut album? Billy, one of the greatest drummers in jazz, funk, rock history. I saw him. He opened up for George Benson. I saw him at the Providence Performing Arts Center in it was in 76, maybe 77. Killer show though, man. It was Spectrum, and I mean this dude, Billy Cobham. If you want to hear a drummer, you gotta go see Cobham. What electric jazz saxophonist co-founded Weather Report? It was founded by Joseph Zawinul, and was it Wayne Shorter? 2, Sonny Rollins. 3, Pharoah Sanders. Or 4, Michael Brecker. Who was it? Christopher coming in with that one once again. All of these guys, man. Sonny Rollins, one of the greatest jazz saxophone players. He played with Miles. He played with Charles Mingus. I mean, he's got a solo career. This dude, he lived in New York City. He'd go under the Brooklyn Bridge and play by himself solo, just blowing his horn. And man, Pharoah Sanders, more of your Texas heavy-duty John Coltrane type of sax player. And Michael Brecker from the famous Brecker Brothers. I met Michael Brecker one night in Providence. I went to the Joni Mitchell concert. Me and my date were at a place called the Royal Roost. It was the bar at the Civic Center, and we're having. I mean, people didn't know about it. You know, you got 7,000 people in the Civic Center, and only about 50 people knew that this Royal Roost existed. So it's kind of empty. We're sitting there we're sipping on some cocktails before the show starts. And there's a dude sitting next to us, and he's talking. I'm like, you fucking guy. And he's drinking down vodkas and cranberries. And Joni Mitchell gets up on stage, and they play the first song. And he drinks another. He goes, I gotta go. He goes, give him a drink. It was Michael Brecker. I'm like, holy fuck, man. And Joni Mitchell's like, she's yelling, Jackie Brecker, Jackie Brecker. And anyway, he's at the Royal Roost drinking with us. But anyway, Wayne Shorter, he co-founded Weather Report. Moving right along, what electric jazz musician is known for the track Watermelon Man? 1, who is it, Wayne Shorter? 2, is it Joe Zawinul? 3, Herbie Hancock? Or 4, Anthony Armando Chick Corea? The song Watermelon Man. There was a movie by the same name. Used the soundtrack. Killer movie too. You gotta go see that movie. You haven't seen it. But anyway, who was it? Was it Shorter, Zawinul, Hancock, or Corea? We got a lot of Koreas right in Bristol here, man. But it was a Hancock, Herbie Hancock, Watermelon Man. A great, great album. A great, great song. You can't not bop when you listen to music like that. I don't care if you're 90. What electric jazz keyboardist worked on the album Birds of Fire? 1, was it Keith Jarrett? 2, Joe Zawinul? 3, Jan Hammer? Or 4, Herbie Hancock? Birds of Fire. Damn, all these albums. I could pull all these albums out of my collection. That's how. As I'm watching this, I'm saying, damn, what's the matter with me? Am I like is this worse than boxing? This disease of jazz? This dude right here, man, a killer keyboardist. I think he's from Czech. I think he's from England, maybe. Jan Hammer. I know he's not from America. Unbelievable. He plays that standing keyboard that they play, and will blow your mind. 67% got this one right. What electric jazz album by Chick Corea won a Grammy in 1976? And like I said, this was I saw this tour for this album. I saw Chick Corea in Boston tour this album. 1, was it Romantic Warrior? 2, No Mystery? 3, My Spanish Heart? Or 4, Light as a Feather? In fact, that almost sounds like that stand-up keyboard. So listen to in the background. It sounds like Jan Hammer. Let me take a quick look at the. No, man, that dude's playing a harmonica. But it was No Mystery. Wow, I was wrong. I thought it was Romantic Warrior. No Mystery. I'm not going to argue with him. I wouldn't have gotten 100 out of 150 out of 50. Which electric jazz musician is nicknamed the Godfather of Fusion? Simple one here. 1, Miles Davis. 2, Joe Zawinul. 3, Herbie Hancock. 4, Chick Corea. Who's the Godfather of Fusion? We've been talking about him all night. Miles Davis, 100%. Which Weather Report track became one of, if not their only, hit? 1, was it Teen Town? 2, was it Black Market? 3, Birdland? Or 4, A Remark You Made? And this song, you could hear it everywhere. It pretty much transcended jazz. Let's see, man. Let's see, because we're closing right in, man. There's only 2 more questions to go. And I think we may have a new grand champion over here. 67% got this one, Birdland. Question number 49. Which electric jazz bassist was part of the band SMV? And it was for, I can't, who was the bassist in SMV? Stanley Clarke. It was Stanley Clarke, Marcus Miller, and Miroslav Vitos, I believe. SMV. Jazz at its finest. 67% got that one. Tone, you should have been here earlier, bro. You could have teach them a lesson in here. What album did Jeff Beck turn jazz fusion? 1, was it Truth? 2, was it Blow by Blow? 3, was it Beckola? Or 4, was it Beck, Bogart, and Appleseed? What album did Jeff Bogart turn fusion? And this, I saw this tour too when he turned fusion. He opened up for John McLaughlin, Mahavishnu Orchestra, at the I think it was the Music Hall of the Orpheum in Boston. Like I said, that's why I forgot my glasses. I could just about see him. But man, he didn't sing a word. He used to. It was blow by blow. He used to use this thing. Wah 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 wah. He played guitar, and he never sang, but he would wah 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 wah. I think the end of the game. Tone came in for Tone got like 4-on-4. Christopher, the new winner. Christopher, drop your Cash App in the chat, or if you're on PayPal, drop your PayPal in there. I'll be glad to send it to you, man. You actually won one, dude. No, man. Put your PayPal in there. I'll send it to you right now. Justin James sticking around for 15. This was a tough one, man. Tone. If Tone had come in here earlier, I think Tone would have done some serious damage. But it was much fun, man. Much fun, like it always is. I wish more people were into jazz. Could have had a little bigger turnout. But it was fun what it was. That's why I hate to give dough away on these things, because half the time the people either don't want it or want me to give it to somebody else, man. You guys win it, you earn it. You're gonna make me you're gonna turn me off to prizes. See, I'm one of the few channels on here. I don't ask for money. I give it to you, bro. I mean, this is trivia. This is a contest. It's non-transferable. That's one thing I was going to tell Joe. If it was a boxing one, I'm going to tell Joe, you can't transfer it because he won one. Listen to this, man. He wins one, and he says, give it to Leon Mohammed, because I think Leon played it too. So anyway, Leon doesn't have any cash. He doesn't have no PayPal. So he says, send it to my sister. My sister's got a Cash App. I said, well, tell your sister to text me her Cash App. I'm not going to talk to her. I'm not going to, I want to see it. I want to see it in there, and I'll text it to her Cash App. Okay, Bruce. So anyway, his sister's name is Tony. It was a guy's Cash App. Anyway, I sent it to him. He got it. She got it. She goes, thanks, got it. Boom, boom. Leon called me a month later. Hey, Bruce, where's that $25 you owe me? I said, what are you talking about? That $25 I won from the fucking trivia game. He's going on, and I said, motherfucker. I said, I sent you that. You didn't send me that. You were supposed to. I went back and I screenshotted the text between me and his sister, and I screenshotted it back to him. And I says, "How dare you fucking accuse me of that?" He called me back about a week later, apologizing to me and telling me it was his blood pressure meds and every other fucking thing. But anyway, man, this is why money is a dangerous thing. It's a root to all evil and stuff like that. But that's why I said I'm not going to transfer it to anybody. You win it, drop your Cash App, drop your PayPal. I'll shoot you your prize, and that's the end of it. I am never going to go through that shit again. And half the time, who's the other cat who wins them on here? De Niro won him one time, and he didn't want his, or he didn't want to give me a Cash App. Anyway, man. It was a fun game for me. It definitely killed my Sunday night. But you know what? I've been watching boxing. There's been no boxing on. I've been watching this series. It's called Justified. I think it's like a Netflix or something. I go on one of my movie channels, and I've been watching. I watched the whole thing, man. I watched the whole. It's like a six seasons. I'm on the 6th season right now. I'm on about the. I can tell you exactly. I had to write it down. I'm on the 8th episode in season 6. It started with season 1, and this guy, his name is Timothy Olyphant. He's an actor, and he's like Clint Eastwood. He's like the modern day Clint Eastwood. He's down in Appalachia. A lot of pills, a lot of oxy, heroin, weed, all kind of action stuff going on. He plays a sheriff down there, just like Clint Eastwood, man. Oh yeah, man, that's the thing with Leon. Yeah, crazy old bastard. But anyway, man, that's he knew he made the mistake, and he called me back, and he's my friend again. And, you know, it's all water under the bridge. I don't even know why I said it, but anyway, these are one of the tribulations of having to deal with giving prizes away. And this fortified joint here is definitely giving me the nice buzz here. But yeah, I mean, getting back to this series, you know, it starts off with this sheriff, and he's down in Florida. His name is Raylan, and he's a fast draw sheriff. He shoots this bad guy, and you know, and he doesn't fuck around with good. He's not a bad cop. He's a good cop, but he deals with some real heavy shit. The Dixie Mafia. The pill runners from back like 15, 20 years ago, when they were running the pills from Florida to Kentucky. And there was a huge market. They called it the pipeline. It's all about that. Sam Elliott was in it. Mary Steenburgen. All kind of actors that you see that are in it, and they all get killed too. These guys are brutal. They got guys from that served in Iraq, that are experts with IUDs. They'll put them in a pack of cigarettes, throw you in a pack of cigarettes while you're taking one out, blow your chest off you. Crazy show. But I'm probably gonna go and watch 2 more episodes before I conk out tonight. I'll go trolling around YouTube. I'll see if there's anybody interesting on there. But lately, it's kind of been it's been the same old shit. I want to see some live boxing. I cannot wait for the next live boxing coming up. Let's take a look and see just what is coming up. Because after all, we are boxing primarily over at Bruce Gass's Boxing, Jazz, and More. And Jay Opatia and Hussein Shizkara cruiserweights for the Opatia's title. But this is in Australia. I think it's going to be on like 3 o'clock in the morning over here. Callum Simpson fighting in England on Saturday, January 11th. February 1st, Benavides and Morrell. And see, the month of January looks kind of mundane here. But February 1st, Benavides and Morrell. What a fight that's going to be. Figueroa and Stephen Fulton rematch. Definitely looks fun, and that's that one there, man. Pitbull Cruz, he's coming off of a loss. Angel Frio, I don't know who Angel Frio is. Let's go see who this Angel Frio cat is here, man. Angel Frio, 23-2, 18 knockouts, never been stopped. Taking on Isaac Cruz. I don't know if it's 10 rounds or 12 rounds. I guess they're gonna figure that out as the fight, as they get closer to fight time, or maybe even during the card. Jesus Ramos Jr. and Jennison Rosario, Bananas Rosario. He was quite something at 154 until who the hell gave him that body shot? Was it Charlo or was it Castano? But they cut him in half with a deadly body shot, man. Jared Hurd had a draw with him. Jamal Charlo's the one that cut him in half with the body shot. Jamel Charlo, I'm sorry. That was when they were unifying the 154 pound title. There's my brother De Niro. Salute, man, salute. We had a little jazz trivia, brother. It's over, man. It's over. I'm getting ready to close this one down, but it was a blast, man. Christopher, the winner, the new trivia champion over here, man. That's all I can say. What can I tell you? The new trivia champion, bro. I think he took your crown, De Niro. Justin James hung in there, man. David versus, I can't wait for that one either, man. See, the month of January, let this month fly by, but then see, at my age, time is getting a little more valuable than it ever was in the past, so slow that clock down. Let the month of January drag on by. I think it's going to be really cold. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I think it's going to be viciously cold up here. I've been getting real spoiled by these 50, 60-degree days, Right now, the temperature is 27 degrees with a feel like 6 degrees. Skies will be partly cloudy. The low will be 23 during this blistery night. So, man, blistery night. I better jump in with the old lady and cuddle up, man. I don't like blistery nights. And then again, when the frost is on the pumpkin, you know that saying. But anyway, guys, I appreciate everybody that came in here tonight and played this game with me. I want to do an Archie Moore trivia and get Jay Marie to join me on that if possible. That would be fun. Just like the one we did last time with Paul Gallagher, the Sonny Liston trivia. This guy was correcting the freaking AI, which isn't hard to do, but when you're an expert like him, man. De Niro, brother, man. Definitely, man. My thoughts are with you, brother. My thoughts and prayers, man. Come back strong, bro. Come back strong. Earlier I was talking about this, man. Stay away from instant vanilla pudding or instant anything pudding. The fucking chemicals on this will just blow your mind. I think I already. Let me see if I can do this. I'll definitely end it at that one. If you could read the crap in there, if you could pronounce half of this crap in there, and if you can't pronounce it, you think your body can break it down? Them chemicals are going to be in there till the day you die, and maybe even accelerate that process. So stick with the stuff that's real simple that you can pronounce, and you know where it's coming from, and you know where it's going. But anyway, guys, I'm out of here, man. Thank you so much for stopping by.